What's up, guys? It's Matt with Galaxy Games 843. We're doing a live stream test tonight. We're going to play some Donkey Kong. While we're playing some Donkey Kong, we're going to talk about arcade machines, vending machines, the business, all that good stuff. So, if you're watching, throw some comments. This is my first live stream ever on Galaxy Games 843, so I want to do some tests. I want to get ready because we've got the arcade vending pinball coin op and all those other machines, claw machines, coin pushers, vending machines, you name it, guys. There's all kinds of stuff coming up next weekend. So I want to ensure that I know what I'm doing when it comes to live streaming, because I'm sure some of you want to see some of the preview stuff as it happens. You want to see how it goes. So put some questions down below in the comments, or let me see if they pop up on the screen here. I don't know how any of this is going to work. So we are live though, guys. We've already got some viewers, so welcome to the live stream. Again, this is Matt with Galaxy Games 843. We're doing some live stream tests tonight, guys. And what I figured we'd do is I'd play a little bit of Donkey Kong. Even though, we're strictly a vending channel, I really want to learn how the live stream portion of it works. What's up, Ocean Wizard? How's it going? So like I said, I'm doing some live stream testing tonight. I want to see how this works. I want to see how comments pop up, because I want to be able to interact with you all as you watch. What's up, A-Cards Defense? Like I said, we've got the auction coming next weekend, so we're doing some tests. We want to make sure we're ready when it comes to knowing exactly how the live stream works on a mobile device, so we can get some footage for you this coming weekend. So guys, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Click that bell notification too. Again, Friday night, we're going to shoot to be at the preview night, and we're going to try and get some footage of everything. What's up, Brooklyn? What's up, John? Hey, guys. We're going to try and get some footage Friday night, which is October the 2nd in Tennessee, of the preview night. Of course, we're definitely going to get footage Saturday morning, which is October 3rd. And then the full-blown video will go live on Sunday, October the 4th. Hey, Brian, what's going on, buddy? Anyway, so I figured what we would do is we would actually just kind of play some Donkey Kong tonight. We'll talk, answer some questions, talk about arcade games, talk about vending machines, different things like that, and we'll just see what happens. So guys, if you have questions about the vending business or how I do things, or what are some of my best practices, put them down in the comments. Let me see what you have to say, and I'll try to do my best to play a video game and answer questions as I do it. Now, since I'll be checking the comments while I'm playing, I have a good feeling that I'm not going to play very well tonight. But let's just have some fun with it. Can't wait for the next auction. Yeah, Brian, so the next auction is this coming weekend. It's actually 1 week from today. 1 week from today, I should hopefully be back from the auction and doing some editing of my video, of my footage. So again, we're having a house party to watch. Oh, dude, that's so cool. Where are you from, Brian? Put down in the comments where you're from, just so everybody knows, how far away you're watching. You'll be having this party and watching the auction footage from. Would you ever? Brooklyn asked, would you ever consider the ATM business? Absolutely. And New Kensington, PA. Awesome. So Brian, I'm actually originally from Youngstown, Ohio. I'm not sure if you know that. I've actually been to New Kensington, Pennsylvania. If I recall correctly, there's a big mall there with a movie theater in it, I think. If I'm right, let me know. I'm pretty sure I took my kids to see a movie there in I want to say it's IMAX, if I'm not mistaken. John lives in Pittsburgh. I've spent lots of time in Pittsburgh. Let's see. What do you use to keep track of every location? Do you use Google Docs or what? Yeah, Ocean Wizard, I actually use Google Sheets. I do spreadsheets with Google Sheets to keep track of my different locations, how much money they bring in, how much I've spent on product, what commission, all that stuff. We place bets on what the games go for. Oh, dude, that's so cool. So this is a track mode of Donkey Kong. That's why you're getting sounds right now. Every now and then I've actually got a high score save kit on this Donkey Kong. And what it does is it allows a track mode with sound sometimes. That's why every now and then you'll hear Jumpman jumping and dying, I guess you could say. But yeah, guys, the auction is this coming Saturday, which is October 3rd. I'm going to do my best to get there Friday night for the preview. So, and if all goes well, I'm going to do a live stream just like this. That's the real reason why I'm testing the live stream tonight, because I want to ensure that I know exactly how all these different functions operate. So tell me, guys, how's the quality? I'm actually doing it over Wi-Fi right now. And if things are going well, I know they have Wi-Fi at the actual event center where the auction takes place. Grab the hammer. I only like to grab the top hammer on the on this I guess stage, I guess you could say. I never grab the bottom hammer. Let's see what else. So again, yeah, guys. So next Saturday, October 3rd, is the auction. Super awesome video and audio right now. Outstanding. That's good to hear. Just popped in to say hi. Oh, Davey's here. Popped in to say hi. Watching the game at the moment. Glad you can live stream now. Thanks, Davey. Yeah, Davey, we're actually doing live stream tests because I think I'm going to try and get to the auction a little bit early on Friday night for the preview and do some live streaming while we're there. So we're really doing some tests tonight. We're going to play some DK and just answer questions. Let's see. Dawn says hi, just dropping in. Hello, Dawn. How are you? Very cool. That's Mrs. Galaxy Games 843. For those of you that don't know, I know she's got some fans. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So go ahead, fire questions away, guys. I'm gonna start a game of Donkey Kong. I will answer questions as I see them. But again, we're really just testing the live stream footage tonight, seeing how things work. Gaming with Jimbo says, hey, what's up, buddy? I got a Tetris saw in the shop right now that's being worked on. You might be interested in. You should have 2 people running the video so you don't miss a second of the auction. Yeah, you know what? That's something I've actually considered because previously when the auctioneers did the auction, they would do one thing at a time. And lately it seems they're more interested in getting out of there sooner, and they'll run 2 auctioneers at the same time. So in order for me to do that, I'm gonna have to get some more equipment, some more cameras, and bribe one of my boys to be a cameraman. I'm thinking. Wife gets so mad when the video skips around. Yeah, I apologize for that, Brian. We're definitely trying to make things better. We're trying to get things better. We're trying to be a little more. I don't know. I guess you could say better overall. Provide better quality. And now that we've got a little bit of ad revenue coming in from the channel, we can start to get some new equipment, things like that. We're doing everything basically via mobile phone right now and GoPros. I actually was at Best Buy today. I was looking at some new gear, kind of dreaming about, someday when I can afford some of that really nice stuff to create some really great high quality 4K content. With image stabilization. I know that when we walk around those auctions, guys, I know the images are so jumpy and it pains me to watch it, but that's just all I have right now. That's all I can do right now. So as soon as we get some new kind of stuff, I have a feeling that we'll get something with some good mobile stabilization or something like that, and we'll definitely get some better quality done as we walk around. Let's see. Brian says already subscribed. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate the subscription. For those of you who are not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so. But I'm guessing if you got notified of this live stream, all of you are already subscribed. So thank you guys very much for taking the time to subscribe and watching our videos. It's very cool to have people that actually care about what we're putting out there. So we appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. Ocean Wizard says, what is the difference between the mini claw machine and a normal one? Well, Ocean Wizard, basically, the mini claw machines are much smaller, obviously, and just like the name implies, and they fit in locations that don't have a lot of space. So, for example, I only have one mini claw machine right now. It's in a pizza restaurant, and the reason why we chose that machine and why we went with that machine is because we've got a really good relationship with the restaurant, and we asked them about placing a machine there right when they opened. Well, not right when they opened, but shortly after they opened. But another vendor had already gotten in there and gotten a gumball machine and some little toy capsule machines. So their space was really super limited. So they told me if I could find a small claw machine that we could go ahead and place there. So it took me a while to find one. I personally didn't want to go through the hassle of importing one from China. So I actually got hooked up with Clawmasters, who's a subscriber to the channel as well. I'm sure he's busy tonight because he runs a skating rink and he runs all kinds of games at his skating rink. So I'm sure he's not watching right now. But Clawmasters really did a great job. He hooked me up with the mini claw machine. He gave me a great deal on it. And he actually met me a couple auctions ago in Tennessee in order for us to make the exchange. So Clawmasters, thanks so much for that. Now if we could only get that pizza restaurant to open up their dining area, we'd be off to the races, because that place is so busy when they've got the dining area open. But right now they're only carry out. And being that they're only carry out, they actually have the area where our machine is kind of blocked off. So like when you walk in, you can see it. And if you want to move some chairs, you could go play it. but I think most of the customers are afraid to move chairs to go play it. So the last time I was there and checked on it, I actually posted a quick video on Instagram. So if those of you don't follow us on Instagram, follow us now. It's Galaxy Games 843 on Instagram. And we do a lot of in between the scenes stuff. And now that we've got the community tab on YouTube, I'm starting to do it there as well. But I posted like a 1-minute video on Instagram of us checking on that claw machine at the pizza restaurant. It's the Mini, and just to see, I did like a money audit on it, and I think it only had like $6 in it. And again, that doesn't surprise me a bit because that area is blocked off. Brian says, I can't blame them. People are scared of everything right now. Yes, sir. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm sure you all know my opinion. I think it's really blown out of proportion. But it is what it is. So I appreciate everyone being safe, and I don't want anybody to get sick or anything like that. All right, more questions coming soon. Cool. Yeah, whatever you think of, just go ahead and drop it in the comments here. And like I said, I'll do my best to answer questions. So let's go ahead and get a game of Donkey Kong going, and we'll see how bad I can do while I'm watching for comments and answering questions. So my high score on Donkey Kong is 290,100. I'm not going to get anywhere near that tonight because it's been probably a couple months since I've played Donkey Kong. Let me just try and push the camera over towards it a little bit better there, so it's a little more squared up. There we go. All right, let's go and start the game off. So guys, fire your questions at me while I'm playing. I'd love to see if I can balance this out. And while we're doing that, comment, throw a question or comment as to what game you hope to see at the auction this coming week. Brian's gonna tell Billy Mitchell on me. Billy Mitchell is way better than I am. I am not in the same class of Billy Mitchell or any of those guys at all. I am what's called amateur good, I would say. Amateur good meaning I can be decent, but I'm never going to be a high class competitor like some of those guys. Caleb, what's up, buddy? How you doing? I am playing some Donkey Kong. We're testing live stream. Caleb says, "Good, thank you." Welcome to the stream. We're playing some Donkey Kong. We're talking arcades. We're talking vending. Brooklyn Larry, I've been in the vending business for roughly 1.5 years now. My biggest challenge, I would say, in the vending business is definitely finding new locations. So, I work a regular job right now, guys. So a lot of times I'm servicing my machines on my lunch break or on the weekends or after hours, which makes it very difficult for me to find new locations. So what I've been doing, I've been actually relying on social media and word of mouth for new locations. I've got Gaming with Jimbo there in the stream working on trying to find me a new location. How's that going, Gaming with Jimbo? You having any luck? All right. I'm surprised I didn't mess anything up here in this first level while I'm answering questions and playing Donkey Kong. It's not over yet though, guys. Let's see. Look at that. Hey, we passed. Tony says, good game. Gaming with Jimbo says, I'm trying. I appreciate that. He's also looking for a Marvel versus Capcom. Gaming with Jimbo, you should have taken that home, the last time home. We came home with an empty trailer with the last auction, guys. It was very depressing to bring home an empty trailer. I don't plan on letting that happen this time, though. I'm going to take a full trailer also. I'm going to go clean out some stuff out of my warehouse and get rid of some games that I don't think are going to do that well. Do I have a favorite type of vending machine? There's a lot that I've seen that I really wish I could get my hands on, that I haven't really got a lot of experience with yet. And I might even be mispronouncing this, but the Witterns, the newer ones, some of those combo machines are really cool. I'm really trying to focus on finding a new snack machine for the barbershop though. So I'm in talks with a guy that has a warehouse here. And he's got some machines available, but the problem is I want them to look nice, and I want them to be credit card reader capable, because that's the one thing that I complain about at the barbershop location is I never know what to take with me when it comes to inventory-wise. I don't know, how many things to bring with me. And that's one benefit I have at the brewery. I'm able to do a pre-kit, or a list of everything that the machine needs. So I only bring what I need. And this is probably going to sound like a Liberty Mutual commercial, but I only bring what I need. So I'm hoping to have that capability set up at the barbershop pretty soon, because I would love to just be able to pack a bag full of exactly what the machine needs and call it, just call it a day. Ooh, that was a little close. I'm kind of getting into this board, guys. I apologize for that. All right, let's see what we can do here. There we go. All right. Let's see, what else? What questions did I miss? What is your least favorite claw machine besides your treasure chest? I actually have a couple different coast-to-coast machines. One I'm actually going to be taking to the auction is a toy taxi machine. I do like the coast-to-coast machines, and I think they're pretty cool when it comes to finding replacement parts and stuff. But the one I actually have two toy taxis, and one of them is having issues that I just don't feel like putting any money into to repair it. Now, like the one claw machine video I did where I had to put in like the lights or the new gear, that's not a big deal. But the one that I have that I'm going to be taking to the auction, I think actually needs a board issue fixed. And I talked to Coast last week, and the cost to fix it is just going to be more than I'm willing to put into it. So what's cool about going to the auction and selling stuff like that at the auction, even though it has a problem, somebody else that's there might have a good working board but have a low condition machine. So they would be the ones that would be interested in purchasing a machine that has a board issue, but it's in really nice condition. So the machine I have is in great condition. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful machine. So hopefully we'll find someone there that is interested in finding a replacement machine that's got a working board, which is all definitely common things. Oh, I don't like this. All right, there we go. All right, we got to wait for the ladder to go back up, and then we'll be on our way. Have you ever had any Wurlitzer vending machines? No, I've never had Wurlitzer. In fact, this might show my newness. I didn't even, see, that's what happens when I'm answering questions and trying to play. I didn't even know that Wurlitzer made vending machines. I thought they were just a jukebox company, to be honest. I've come across plenty of Wurlitzer jukebox in my warehouse raiding days. So wouldn't it be cool if we got to 100,000 on this live stream? Even though that's not the main point of the live stream. So have any of you seen grape soda out there? You know I'm still looking for as much grape soda as I can find. But I'm going to work on a video tonight. I did actually go to that Bilo and pick up some of that grape check soda and put it in the laundromat vending machine. So we got that footage recorded this week, and we should have. I'm shooting for a video for that probably tomorrow, guys. If things go well, probably gonna have that up tomorrow. Got all the raw footage. Actually, just downloaded it right before I started this live stream, and I created a quick thumbnail for this live stream just so I could it could be visually appealing. Hate those spring things. Yeah, those spring things actually used to drive me crazy, but I've since gotten much better at them. Now, the Pie Factory is the board that always gets me, because you never really know what those fireballs are going to do. We're having a good game on this board here. All right, last board of level 3. We'll do a little point pressing. Let me see if there's any new questions. Oh well. Messed up the point press. All right, let's see. Gaming with Jimbo says he'll never let himself get over that. Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, there was a couple Marvel versus Capcoms at the last auction. Gaming with Jimbo was there with us, and he was thinking about it, but he didn't pull the trigger, and now he's kicking himself. And I understand. You gotta know what you want when you're at those auctions, and you gotta be ready to pay. Because half the time, what you really want, somebody else really wants also. That's always what happens to me. So hopefully soon, I'll be finding something good at this auction. I don't know exactly what I'm shopping for. I know I'm gonna take that toy taxi machine. I think I'm gonna take my Namco. It's a Pac-Man capsule prize machine. And I think I'm gonna take, if you guys have been with me for a long time, my second ever video before I got serious about doing YouTube videos was I actually went to Hilton Head, South Carolina, and I picked up a time to win machine, which is like a clock spinning game, kind of like Stacker, but not really. Anyway, we went to Hilton Head, South Carolina, picked it up for free, but it needed repaired, so I needed to fix it. And it turned out it was a power supply, but it was my second video I've ever put on YouTube. So that was that's going to go to the auction too, I think. Those are the kind of games that nobody really knows. Nobody has, remembers like, oh, that was the game I used to play, or how cool is that? I want to play that game. So I think that one, that Toy Taxi, and the Namco Pac-Man capsule machine are all going to end up going to the auction. Let's see what question was that. Brian says, do you think there's as many games there if the sellers couldn't buy them back with that? No, honestly, no. I think if the sellers couldn't buy back their games or bid on their own games, I think there wouldn't be an auction. So I know that's kind of like the thing that everybody complains about. The sellers are able to bid on their own games or buy back their own games. But I think if they didn't let that happen, I'm pretty sure that there would be no inventory to be auctioned off. Palmetto Patina, Matt, just logged in. Is that a sweet original King Kong cabinet? Yes, it's an original Donkey Kong cabinet. It's actually a red cabinet it was restored by another YouTuber. He doesn't make videos anymore, but you might remember his channel. It's Arcade Body Shop. And kind of a funny story. Jeff from Arcade Body Shop is awesome, guys. He does voiceover work, and he did lots of YouTube stuff. And he unfortunately kind of burnt out on the arcade stuff. Oh, it got me. Third springs are always the toughest ones. From there on, level 4 and on, they're challenging. So, pardon me if I have to stop talking when I get up to that top level to concentrate, because you gotta pay attention to get through it. This one going to the auction, you're selling locally. You talking about the Donkey Kong? Oh, again, I'm way off. I'm trying to answer questions. Yep, Donkey Kong is not selling local or going to the auction. This is my personal Donkey Kong. I am never selling this machine. If I have to pick one game to have for the rest of my life, this is the one, guys. This is my favorite game. It's a red Donkey Kong, so it's not your typical blue one. And the actual body of it, the cabinet, was restored by Arcade Body Shop. There we go, passed it. Missed out on the MK2 main cabinet. Yeah, that was a sweet cabinet too. It ended up going to a youth center at a church, which I thought was pretty funny. It's a Mortal Kombat cabinet, and it's now in a church. I thought that was pretty funny. The death song for Donkey Kong kind of sounds like Stacker's Game Over. You're right. I never put two and two together, but you're 100% right. When Stacker makes that sound when it's game over, it does kind of sound like Donkey Kong. That's a pretty cool observation there. Thanks, Ocean. That won't be the only game that's kept. Well, it's my only game that's going to be kept. So yeah, so another story. Mrs. Galaxy Games, one of her favorite games, is Dr. Mario. And we did a Dr. Mario restore a couple years ago for her. It's actually sitting right next to this DK cabinet. So between those two, yeah, those two are never leaving. They're going to guard that rivet, guys. Watch this. There we go. All right. Matt, you need Popeye. You know, Thad, I had a Popeye about a year ago. Um, I actually converted it to a Donkey Kong because everybody wants Donkey Kong and nobody wants Popeye. So, buddy, you're the only one that wants a Popeye. I'm just saying. Sorry, buddy. I'll keep my eyes open though. You know, like I said, nobody ever wants Popeye, so they're pretty easy to find. And we're about to break 100,000 on this game, guys. Kick my butt at Jungle Hunt. You know you will. For the record, I actually owned a Jungle Hunt before I got relocated for work, and I had to sell my Jungle Hunt. There's actually another Jungle Hunt here locally in South Carolina that I've actually been thinking about trying to make a deal on. We just passed 100,000 on this game, guys, so I hope you're enjoying the show while we answer questions about arcade and vending machines. So, you know, shoot some more questions, guys. You know, what else do you want to know about how I do things when it comes to YouTube or vending or anything like that? You know, comment down below. Tell me what you want to see. Is a Schwartz Mitchell kill screen coming up tonight? We need Brian around, right? Where's Brian when he needs to go around and tell people? But no, I'm definitely not going to get anywhere near a kill screen. I'm on level 5 and I'm out of lives. This is my last man on this game. There will be no kill screen here tonight. You know I'm going to do something stupid to die, right? That's always how I end my game. I always die doing something stupid on this game. But how are you liking the live stream, guys? Is everything working good? Is video good? Is audio good? Tell me about, you know, how things are going. Any pins hiding in the lineup over there? There actually is a pin in the lineup over here, Thad. After this game, I'll turn the rest of the games on and I'll show you what else I got over here. Cocktails are making a comeback. So, Brian, I've got 2 cocktail kits that I picked up at one of the previous auctions. Would you guys like to see me do like a cocktail kit build for a video? Do you think that'd be something cool? Yes, I am so glad I hit 1,000 subs also. Yep, there we go. I just ended. I just died. A spring got me. All right, so we finished this game at 120,700 points. Definitely not my top 5, but still pretty cool. Let me turn on some of my other games here. And then we'll show you around the arcade studio, everything real quick. Let me detach the camera from the mount. All right, so first up is South Park Pinball. So that's one of the games we got here in the studio. I picked this one up in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for a pretty good price. I got it though, it had all the burnt out incandescent lights in it. So I had to do the LED kit, and I got the LED kit from Comet Pinball. Pretty good price, but what I really liked was their quality. I did my own version of the Pin Stadium lights on this as well. I'm not super happy with it though. I used the multicolor LEDs and I set them to white. And as you can see, they kind of have like a bluish purple tint to them. So my advice to anyone that wants to do a Pin Stadium kit is if you do want to do that, you know, of course this way is much cheaper and it kind of works. But if you got the money to spend, go ahead and spend it on the actual full-blown Pin Stadium kit. All right, next up, Miss Pac-Man. This is the only cabinet that I brought with me from Ohio when I relocated to South Carolina. I actually brought a Donkey Kong with me as well, but this Donkey Kong has since replaced that Donkey Kong. That thing needs mirror blades. Yeah, Thad, you want to come over and install those for me? I hate working on pinball machines. You know, I mean, you know what the underneath of a playfield looks like. It's such a pain to me. But there's my Miss Pac-Man. This is the only one that came from Ohio. I actually bought this monitor. This is before I was really knew what I was doing. This was the first game I ever fixed. And I actually picked this cabinet up in a warehouse. It was an empty cabinet. And I pieced it all back together. I actually bought the monitor on eBay. and it came shipped to me in a wooden crate, which I thought was pretty cool. Wish I had my arcade repair skills. Dude, arcade repair is so much easier than pinball repair. But yeah, so this Miss Pac-Man, I actually ordered the monitor on eBay and had it shipped to me in a wooden crate. It was pretty cool. But when I had to go pick it up from the post office, and they looked at me like I was having like something illegal sent. Like, what is in this box? It's so heavy. I said, would you believe it's an actual arcade CRT monitor? And they're like, shut up. What are you going to put it in? And I told them that I was building a Miss Pac-Man. And they were like, oh, that's so cool. Brian says pinball is way easier. Or no way, pinball is easier. I don't know, man. I guess there's so many different things you can do on an arcade machine that's not standard, especially prior to the JAMA days. So I guess I could see that point. Pinball playfield doesn't want to electrocute you. Yeah, it does. I've probably been shocked once or twice. Yeah, the Miss Pac-Man's got pink tea molding. And my wife plays this game a lot too. Mrs. Galaxy Games plays this game more than I do. I find myself only playing Donkey Kong. But here's the red Donkey Kong. Like I said, this one came to actually, so there's a funny story of how I acquired this. So about 2015, I'm going to say, 2015, there was a Craigslist ad and it said garage sale and arcade games. So of course, I had to show up. I didn't know what they had. They had a couple of different games at the house. Nothing I was super interested in. I think there was like a Williams Project machine. There was a Golden Tee. There was like something like a choplifter. Nothing that's like super desirable. But the guy was like, hey, I got a couple more games in storage. And I was like, well, what do you got? He's like, I don't know. There's like a Nintendo cabinet over there. And as soon as he said Nintendo, my ears perked up. And I said, well, can we go take a look at it? I said, if it's an original Nintendo cabinet, I'm looking for something for our project. So we go over to his storage unit. And he opens the door, and there's this red Nintendo cabinet, good shape, obviously 35, 40 years old. But it's got Versus Super Mario Brothers in it. But it was a original red Nintendo cabinet. So I was like, yeah, I'm interested in that game. I'm trying to be cool at the same time without like showing all my cards that I really wanted that cabinet. So I was like, well, what do you want for it? He goes, I don't know, give me $150. I've never spent $150 so fast, guys, to get this red cabinet. Brought it home, got it working as a Versus Super Mario Brothers. Took all the stuff out, cleaned the cabinet real good. Took the cabinet to Myrtle Beach, up to Jeff, who ran Arcade Body Shop. He actually did all the Bondo work. It didn't need a lot of work. It just needed like all the scratches filled in. He did the paint. He did the wet sanding, he did the buffing, he did everything. It looks just like an original gel coat that Nintendo would have done. And then I actually took all of my stuff from my blue Donkey Kong cabinet that I did bring from Ohio. So like this control panel overlay, that's original from the one I brought from Ohio. The bezel is not, because this bezel does not have the copyright in there. So without that copyright, that's what makes it kind of the red cabinet. And it's got the original marquee that I brought from Ohio as well. All right, moving on. This was one of my first restoral projects. This is Mrs. Galaxy Games 843's Dr. Mario, actually versus Dr. Mario. Came to me from the Midlands of South Carolina. Davey, if you're still watching, I don't know if Davey is still watching or not, but Davey actually was going to pick up a bunch of games, and the seller had this game too. And I was in conversation with the seller. Davey told me he was going there. So Davey grabbed it for me and brought it back. I just had to pay the seller via PayPal. I want to say I spent $200 or $300 on this cabinet. I can't remember. But brought it home. I did all the body work. I took it apart and capped the monitor, did all the work, and now it's a Versus Dr. Mario. And that's the one that Mrs. Galaxy Games will never sell. That's her game. She loves that game, and she kicks my butt every time we play it. So quite honestly, I can't even play that game with her anymore because she just beats me to submission every time. Tell the folks about the tornado with Davey. Yeah, so Davey, he's a really good guy in the arcade group. I don't know if he's still watching the stream or not. He was on earlier. Brian says, gotta run, let's do this more often. Give a shout to the next auction video. House guest. All right, I'll see what I can do, Brian. Yeah, so guys, make sure you're subscribed. The auction's coming this coming weekend. But anyway, Davey. So Davey is one of those guys who help anybody that needs help. And 4th of July, not last year, but the year before, there was a very small tornado in our town, and it hit his, I guess you could call it his storage area. It was a retail space that was too small to rent out, so they rented it to him, and did some cool. He had a really cool space setup, but a lot of his games got damaged. So we've been going to auctions all year. We've been buying cabinets, replacing cabinets for him, and trying to get everything back in order for him. So pretty soon, hopefully, we'll have everything all taken care of. All right. Inline retail storage type space. Yeah, it was really cool. It was like a really long hallway. It was like, I want to say it was like 18 feet wide, or maybe 16 or 12 feet wide or something like that, but like 80 feet long. It was like a really long, wide hallway, and it had a main door. And when you walked in, he had games all up and down the sides. It was like one long hall of games. It was awesome. So it's too bad that that happened at that space, because it was really cool. So many original arcades lost today. Yeah, there were, but the good news is he was able to salvage a lot of parts, a lot of circuit boards. A lot of damage really was just in the cabinets. So we've been helping him find cool stuff like that. All OG, no fake name. Everything was original. All right, question came in from Ocean. Would you start an arcade if you had the choice? So, Ocean, that's a great question. And here's my answer. So I would love to start an arcade if I had the choice. And I've actually done a little bit of research about it. What I've actually been thinking, though, is kind of more along the lines of not a classic arcade. And while classic arcade is where my heart is, it's where I got my start. Ideally, I don't think a classic arcade would do well on its own. There would have to be a lot of other factors involved. And when I say that, I mean it would have to be like with a bar or with some sort of attraction that's going to bring people back. Because a classic arcade is definitely going to bring people in for one visit, maybe two. But let's be honest. Kids today think these games are old. They think they're got terrible graphics. They think all kinds of weird things like that. My kids thought it was really cool when I got these games, but then they never play them. But they're playing their Nintendo Switch, their Xbox, all that stuff all the time. Charleston, Mount Pleasant, Somerville just won't work with the classic arcade. Yeah, so a few of us in this live stream right now, we're in Charleston, South Carolina. Thad, though, I think downtown would actually maybe support a barcade. Definitely not a standalone classic arcade, but a barcade I think would support down with the College of Charleston and all the tourism we got down there. Although on a night like tonight, I'm sure there's a protest going on down there tonight, though. So I would be real worried about my classic games if it was down there tonight, because I know there's protests going on down there tonight. That's why we're staying home. Not that I'd be downtown Charleston tonight anyway. But I have done a little bit of research, and I thought it might be cool for some future videos to talk about it. What I would love to do would be to have like a mall arcade with games like Barber Cut, Claw Machines, Keymaster. The problem is the malls are so greedy. And when I say that is because I've actually worked with my local mall, and I've gotten information about what it would take to put together something like that. And so as you know, Sprint and T-Mobile just merged. And most locations like that have both a Sprint and a T-Mobile store. Well, my mall had both, but after the merger, I'm sure in your area you've noticed this as well, all Sprint stores have turned to T-Mobile stores, and any mall that had both, the Sprint store closed. So there's a space in my mall, it's in between Chick-fil-A and the food court, that would be perfect. It's probably 1,800 square feet, so it's not a big space, and it's not a space that a big retail firm is going to want to come in and rent. So I thought now's the time to really talk to them about what might work and what their prices are. So I reached out to the leasing agent at my mall just to kind of get some information, and here's what they came back with. Now remember, this is like 1,800 square feet maximum. It's a really small space. They want $2,200 a month, and they want extra money for CAMs, which are common area maintenance, And then after a certain amount of money is made, they want a percentage of that. So, needless to say, that is not in the cards for me right now. Do I think an arcade in the mall would pay for itself in that case? It might. I don't know. Especially right now with the whole pandemic going on, I would think that they would want to be giving spaces away in malls, but they don't seem to want to. Yeah, Citadel Mall I've tried to work with as well, and they are not interested in having an arcade right now. I think part of the reason is because they tried this about 2 years ago. In fact, I'm not sure if you were ever there when they had this, but just speaking freely here, there was a guy or two. I don't know how their setup was, but they had a couple games in a space. It was I want to say it was a CSI pinball machine. It was like an Area 51. They had an air hockey table. They didn't have a lot of stuff, and it was nothing that anybody says, "Oh my God, I got to go play that game." It wasn't like the latest, Stern pinball machines or anything like that. It wasn't the real desirable titles, and I think that kind of obviously it closed. It didn't do very well, and I think that kind of left a bad impression with the Citadel Mall. So when I approached them about what their prices would be, they were not real reluctant to work with me, and actually never even gave me a price. Yeah, anything with beer works. I agree, but I don't want to have to worry about licenses and insurance when it comes to beer or anything like that. So that's just not on the table for me right now. But maybe someday we'll be able to negotiate a little bit better with the local mall and talk about what might work. I just can't believe we've been doing this for 41 minutes already, guys. I feel like I'm just hanging out with some friends. This is awesome. Should I play another game of Donkey Kong, or should we ask some more questions? Let me hear what you got to say. I don't know if I'll be able to do another 120,000. Play another game of Donkey Kong? Play on. All right, I'm going to play, but don't be afraid to ask questions, guys. We'll do one more game. I want to try and keep this at about an hour tonight, and then we'll go on from there. So let's go play one more game. But let's talk more vending, guys. A lot of people love the vending stuff, so let's talk about vending. What kind of locations do you think would do well for me? What do you want to see me go after? Because obviously I need to work on locating some machines. What kind of things do you think you'd like to see me try for? We've got a barbershop, we've got a brewery, we've got a laundromat. I really do like my laundromat location though. It's awesome. People always have change in their pocket there, so it always does pretty well. I love my game store location. If Gaming with Jimbo is still watching, that's one of our best locations. May have another location similar to that pretty soon. Still working on the details with that. We'll see what happens. But we'll see. I don't know. I would like to get a couple more laundromats. Honestly, what I'd love to do is put some more machines at the laundromat we have now. The owner of the laundromat is really against snack machines for some reason. He says he doesn't want people leaving their trash all over the inside of the laundromat. But I can't imagine that it would be any different than when they were using the soda machines we have there. I don't know if people leave their empty soda cans around, but he's never had a problem with that. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to put more machines in there, though. I'd love to get some more laundromat locations. But what's hard about my market is there's a lot of vendors, guys, and there's a lot of locations that are already locked down. So that makes it challenging for me to get out there and find new locations. Here we go. Go up. There we go. Got a little break there. Palmetto Gaming is a nice place. Yeah, it's awesome. If you're ever in the suburbs of Charleston, South Carolina, definitely check out Palmetto Gaming. They got all the great stuff. Let's see. Gaming with Jimbo, you heard that place is all right? Ocean says, where you live, do they allow coin pushers, and would you buy one? So, Ocean, unfortunately, they do not allow coin pushers. As a matter of fact, I had one for the longest time. And I had it because my kids actually like to play that. When we go to like Dave & Buster's or Stars and Strikes or any of those kind of places, They're always playing the Wizard of Oz arcade coin pushers, and that's a little different than what I had. I had the actual gambling style arcade pusher where you put quarters in. I actually rigged mine up to use tokens, and I was using my token collection to play the game. But it just wasn't the same, you know, it wasn't the same when you're winning tickets or prizes or anything like that. So it was really cool when we first got it, but it quickly wore out. And I'm talking and not playing. And ultimately, it's kind of funny how it worked out. So I threw it up on Facebook Marketplace for sale. And a guy in Gatlinburg, Tennessee reached out to me wanting to buy it. He had a store on the strip of Gatlinburg. And he wanted it, but he couldn't figure out how to get it to Tennessee. And what's even more funny is I was going to Tennessee that week for an auction. So we worked out a deal where as long as he was going to pay full price and not try to bring me down on the price, I would deliver it to him. So I actually took it to Tennessee with me to one of the auctions, and the night before dropped it off. So if you're ever in Gatlinburg, Tennessee on the strip, there's an ice skating rink, and right next door there's a little souvenir shop. When you go into that souvenir shop next door to the ice skating rink, right when you walk inside, there's a coin pusher there. That was my coin pusher. It was in my home game room for a couple years, but now it's on location. I wish it was my location, but unfortunately it's not. But yeah, in South Carolina, they are considered gambling devices and not allowed. All right. SC is such a pain. Yeah, they really are such a pain. What's even more of a pain, honestly, though, is the tax stamps. So if I were to put Donkey Kong, not that I ever would, but if I was ever to put it out on location, it would cost me $250 to buy a tax stamp to put it out on location. Now, that's another reason why I would never do a classic arcade here in South Carolina, because I don't think that Donkey Kong would make $250 to pay for that tax stamp. Now, claw machines, different games like that where you can win prizes, sure, they're going to make $250. But classic arcade games, when you're paying 25 cents a play, it's just not going to happen. So with that said, that's why you never see classic arcade games in South Carolina. And if you do, they're probably not very busy. Like at our barbershop location. Our barbershop has that Galaga Miss Pac-Man combo machine right next to our snack machine. They've got a tax stamp on it, and half the time it's not even powered on. I don't know why it's there, or why they spent $250 on that stamp. Nobody ever plays it, and they never even power it on. Drives me nuts every time I'm there. I sometimes want to offer to take it to the auction for them, see what happens. Because those things go, I mean, you've seen the auction videos. Those Galaga Pac-Man machines go for anywhere between $700 and $1,200, depending on the condition. All right. I'm having such a good time hanging out with everybody tonight, guys, but you know, this only works if you throw comments down there for me to talk about. So throw something down there. Let's give me a topic. How many of you have grape soda in your local grocery stores? Comment down below. Tell me what kind you found. Does the free play arcade get past the tax? Yes, actually it does. So let's say, for example, I opened an arcade and every game was on free play, but I charged an admission to get in. At that point, the tax stamp is required for coin-operated devices. So because those games would not be coin-operated, that they would not require tax stamps. So that is one way to get around it. So if you are ever in South Carolina and want to open an arcade, the best way to do it would be to sell admissions with wristbands or whatever, you know, $15 for the day, something like that. Hold on, what do we got here? Lay on the couch, eating some runs and relaxing. I'm sure Jimbo had a long day. I was in the game store today, and the place is pretty busy. Come on. Here we go. Sorry for the shakiness of the camera. I've got a bendable arm mount that I use when I stream my Donkey Kong play. And obviously I never played Donkey Kong on YouTube. I've actually done it in 2 different places. One is the Kong Club group on Facebook. If you like Donkey Kong, if you like to chat about Donkey Kong, share strategy, Donkey Kong arcade machines, whatever, check out Kong Club on Facebook. They are a really cool group, and I'm going to get trapped here. Yep, I'm trapped. I knew it. I was stuck. The other place I played Donkey Kong and streamed it live is on Twitch. And I think I've only done that really once or twice. I'm not like a super big Twitch user. I'm probably too old for Twitch. Who knows? But it's a pretty cool platform. It's just not something I'm super used to. My God, these fireballs are aggressive tonight. They're going to trap me again. Look at this, guys. Oh, there we go. Okay. Who is the youngest vendor you have ever met in person? So there's another YouTuber by the name of Let's Jazz It Up. I think she goes by Let's Jazz It Up, maybe 2. Her name's Jasmine. She's on YouTube. Her and I actually collabed at one of the auctions in early 2020 in North Carolina. So that was probably the youngest vendor I met up. I think she's in her 20s. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I'm not real good when it comes to judging ages. But Let's Jazz It Up is who I collabed with. I think she was probably the youngest vendor I met. I was on her channel, and I think she was kind of briefly in my video. All right, yeah, we're not having such a great game on round 2 here, guys. But that's probably all right, because we're getting close to that 1 hour mark. So we're going to try and wrap things up by then. So again, reminder, guys, we got the arcade pinball vending coin op, claw machine, ATM machine, change machine, what else? All kinds of other stuff auction coming this coming Saturday, which is October 3rd. It's in Sevierville, Tennessee. Are any of you out there planning on attending this auction? I would love to hear if you're going to be there. It was pretty cool. The last time I was there, the last auction, I actually met a couple watchers of the channel. So I thought that was pretty cool. But what we're going to try and do, we're going to try and get there Friday night. The preview closes at 9 p.m. on Friday night. So I have to leave South Carolina by probably, I'm going to say 3 p.m. in order to get to the preview before, like, say around 8 o'clock. And that'll give us time to walk around. I'm probably going to just try and live stream it just like this. That's the main reason why I wanted to do this live stream tonight, so I could do some tests. Make sure I understand how the live stream portion works on a mobile device when it comes to YouTube, and do all that kind of stuff. Your videos satisfy the auction bug when I see the pin prices so high. Yeah. So obviously you guys know, if you watch all the way to the end of the videos, the pins are always last, and they're so expensive, guys. Although 2 auctions ago, the pinball machines went for a much lower. Part of it, I'm not sure how often you guys really pay attention to the prices, or if you pay attention to the bidder numbers. So there is there's one buyer in particular that goes and likes to buy a lot of stuff. And if you really watch the videos and listen to the bidder numbers, you'll hear that same number over and over and over again. Because there's one guy that buys a lot of stuff, and obviously he's stocking up his inventory for his arcade business. But 2 auctions ago, he left early, and he wasn't there for the pinball machines. So the pinball machine prices went way down for that auction. So you never know what's going to happen. You never know which auction is going to be how, and what the prices are going to be like. It all depends on who's there, what they want to buy, and how much money they have in their pocket. So that's the one kind of cool thing I've learned by going and documenting all these different auctions. I've learned kind of the trends. I've learned, who's there looking for what and what they like to buy. Typically, I don't buy a whole lot because the prices get way high for me. Quite honestly, I'm not much of a collector anymore. I only have a limited amount of space, as you saw around the studio here. I've only got a couple machines that are my personal machines, because I just don't have a lot of space. But I'm always looking for a good deal. I do like finding machines that I can buy that are broken or need work. Part of the reason why I like those kind of machines is because, number one, the cost is much cheaper if they don't work or if they're in bad condition. And number two, it gives me something, it gives me a project. So, in some of our previous videos, I showed you around the shop and kind of what projects we have out there right now. Just to kind of give you a rundown, right now we're working on a Tetris conversion. It was a Hypersports, Hypersports cabinet converted to Tetris. Came to me a few weeks ago. It's actually Gaming with Jimbo's cabinet. It's going to go in the game store. But we're doing a restore on it right now as a Tetris, not as a Hypersports. So I'm going to give a disclaimer, guys, right now. You're not going to like some of the things I do to this cabinet because it's not original Hypersports. And keep that in mind. There's obviously arcade purists out there, and I understand that. All of my games here in the studio are all original pure games. They've got CRT monitors in them. They've got actual linear power supplies, except for the Miss Pac-Man. The Miss Pac-Man, I did the switcher mod on it because it had the hum bar real bad and it had the burnt grounds on the PCB, which was causing that really loud audio hum. And it was very, very tough to play a game and not be just annoyed with it. So since doing that switcher mod, like I did in that switcher video, the game has been running 100%, quiet as can be. It's great. So that's the only game that has a switching power supply in it. And I've got no JAMA games in here. But yeah, like I was saying, I really like to focus on games that need work, that need love, that have been forgotten about in a warehouse somewhere or in a storage unit. I like to bring those games back to life. Plus, it gives me something to do on video for the channel as well. When I started the channel, it was really about vending. But what really got me into vending was arcade machines, because I've actually been collecting and repairing and restoring arcade machines for the past, wow, it's probably been 10 years, 11 years or so, something like that now. So I've learned a lot. So another reason why I wanted to start doing that, incorporating that into the channel, first of all, we were staying home with the pandemic. So I needed content, and I had projects laying around that needed work. So I thought, why not film them and put them on the channel? But also, it's just fun to do. It's something I enjoy, and quite honestly, I enjoy working on these games more than I like playing them. Ocean says he's not old enough to drive to the auction. Hey, buddy, I know how it goes. I'm not sure exactly how old you are, but I've got two sons that are probably about your age, and they are actually going to be coming to the auction with me. And what we're going to try and do, guys, if I can source a camera for this auction, I was looking at GoPros today because they're kind of within the budget I can work with right now. But if I can get multiple cameras going, then we can get everything as it happens. The only problem with doing that is the video is going to be much, much longer, and we're already pushing like 2.5 hours every auction video now. The good news is I upgraded my internet. So previously, I don't know if you remember the last video, but it didn't come out till like 6 or 7 o'clock at night that Sunday afterwards, and that's because it was like 20 gigabytes in size, 20 gigs, and it literally took all day on my 5 megabits per second upload speed to get it up there. So since then, I've actually added a second internet service provider, so I've got twice as fast speed. So a 6-hour upload should now only take 3 hours, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. But we're getting up to our last minute here, guys. So any last questions you want to add or comments you want to add, go ahead and do that. YouTubed 119 says, I'm the same way. I basically no longer play much video games, but I restore quite a few cabs though. Yeah, man. Like I said, I like working on them more than I like playing them anymore. But yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. There's going to be lots of stuff this coming week. I'm going to shoot for a video tomorrow night. It's going to be about our laundromat location and possibly our truck accessory shop. We've also been to the brewery again, so we're going to have that possibly go live this week. But look for a lot of stuff this coming weekend. So obviously, if I can get to the preview before they close on Friday night, we're going to do a live stream Friday night where we walk around, look at all the different stuff that's available. We're going to shoot for the same thing Saturday morning. Previously, I've done videos and uploaded them because I did not have live stream capabilities. Since getting 1,000 subs, we can now do live stream, which is why we're testing this tonight. We want to make sure everything's working. But the full-blown auction video will go live on Sunday, October 4th. So make sure you guys are subscribers. Also, don't forget, we have those high score signs that we still never got enough entries for in our videos. So maybe one of these upcoming weekends, maybe we'll do a live stream and we'll just give them away live on the live stream. We'll see what happens. All right, a couple more comments coming in. Let's see. We got Gaming with Jimbo says, have a good night. Thanks for the stream. He enjoyed it. Thank you. Thanks for watching, Jimbo. Palmetto Patina says, thanks, Matt. Keep SC awesome. Have a good night. Yes, sir. Will do. Nighthawk says, I'm big into the gaming and fixing scene, currently working on building a PC. I'd like to dip my toes into cabinet servicing, but I still don't have the funds nor the skills. Hey, we can help you out with the skills. Watch our videos. We're doing more and more stuff. We did a Miss Pac-Man cocktail fix video a couple weeks ago, I think. We took it to the auction. That was a pretty cool video. And we did the switching Pac-Man supply video too. So make sure you check those out. Ocean says, have a good night. Can't wait till the next vid. We're gonna shoot for tomorrow. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, guys. After I end the stream, I'm gonna get to editing and get everything squared away. Kind of how it goes is I edit the video, then I lay my voice tracks over it, then I lay my video tracks over that, then I do all the little cutesy stuff, all the little animations and stuff over the top. And then once that's all done, we render everything, save it, and then upload it. Usually once we upload it prior to the actual going live, so that way we can set all of our end screens and all that good stuff, so there's not that lull in between right when it uploads and when it goes live. All right, well, live stream working well. Good job. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything. That's my dad, by the way. Thanks, Dad. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Don't forget, next weekend is going to be a busy weekend. Friday night, we're shooting for a live stream for live from Tennessee for the Friday night preview of the Saturday auction. We're either going to do live stream or a video Saturday morning. That's Saturday, October 3rd. Once again, that's the Saturday morning preview. If everything goes good on the playback for this video, I'll probably just do live streams from now on for the previews, because this seems to work pretty well, and then I don't have to worry about all the rendering and upload and all that good stuff. So if this works, we're gonna keep going that route. We'll probably do a test Friday night and we'll see how the quality is, because I'm on my home Wi-Fi right now. At the actual location, I have either cellular 4G or their Wi-Fi connection there. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But of course, again, the full-blown video for the auction is Sunday, October the 4th. All right. So don't forget, guys, we're going to try and get the laundromat video and the brewery video out this week. So if all goes as planned, which it should, there should be a lot of content coming your way. So thanks, everyone, for your support. I appreciate you joining me for this evening, kind of hanging out with me. It was kind of like I was hanging out with my friends. I appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please click the bell notification so you're notified when our new videos go live. And if you could, give us a thumbs up on our videos. Watch our videos. Help us with those ads, guys. I appreciate everything, guys. YouTube 119, great stream. Thanks, man. Hey, I appreciate your support, buddy. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Again, thanks so much, everyone, for your support. I appreciate you joining me this evening. We're going to try and do this a little bit more often. Just kind of hanging out and talking vending, talking arcade games. Whatever topics you guys want to discuss, just always put them down in the comments. It'll give us something to talk about. All right, we're going to close it up, guys. So once again, thanks so much for everything you guys do for us. Thanks for watching our videos. Thanks for your support. Always comment if you have things to say or if you want to add or ideas for us, and we'll work them in, guys. Appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and sign it off, guys. So as we always do in our videos, we'll sign it off this way. This is Matt with Galaxy Games 843. We'll see you next time.